This is what happens when you drive behind a GMT800 on the highway. It's actually like one of those fish that swim with sharks. I'm rust-proofing you. All right, Yukon's in the garage. I'm gonna go over the specialty tools that you're gonna need. So first thing, obviously, your new seal. That is going to be GM 125-80743. That's your seal. You are gonna need to be able to pull the pulley. So I'm using this 3-jaw from Billy Tools, and it's gonna have the correct size that we need. We can also put the low profile jaws on. It also has a holder. And this is probably more important than your puller set is the harmonic balancer installer. So the way that this works, this is part number 38800 from Calvan Tools. So the bolt is an M16 by 1.5. So you're going to use that in here. And this is what you're going to use to install the harmonic balancer. You cannot just use the bolt to pull it on tight, or you'll strip it out. Plus, I don't think the bolt itself is actually long enough. Now, the AC Delco bolt for this is available, and I have one ordered, but honestly, probably not going to use one because torque to yield on a M16 bolt is like 300 foot-pounds, and the torque on the actual pulley is about half of that. I'm just going to send it. I'm not going to say you guys should, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the belts off and we'll get started. Okay, so here is today's mission. As you can see, my front main seal is seeping and it is sending oil all over the place, back down the pan. So I was really hoping that I was going to be able to do this without removal of the fan shroud, because I don't have a fan removal tool, and I could probably get it off without one. But I think I might have enough room. My jaw puller is pretty small, so hopefully I can get in there without doing that. I do not want to mess with taking off the lower fan shroud, the upper fan shroud, all the intake stuff. So that I can see to work, I'm going to go ahead and take my intake tube off. I have a modified Canon tube that is going into the stock box here. So that's simple. 2 screws here. Take that out and I'll put a fresh rag over the throttle body. Throttle plate looks clean enough, good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and get a rag for that now. All right, so we absolutely did have to remove this fan so I could get in there to work. So I'm going to show you a little tip. I don't have a fan tool. Take yourself some channel locks. Go ahead and grab yourself the water pump pulley. Don't worry, she's big, she's steel, she's going to be okay. Put a little bit of pressure on there. And, well, I already broke it free, but it works. See? Bada bing, bada boom. 3 turns. And we can get the fan off. Okay, so the AC belt's easy. Here's your tensioner. Turn it clockwise, and you can loosen up the AC belt and get that off. Okay, and right below the throttle body in front of the valve cover is a 15 millimeter. I just have a wrench on it here, and you can open it up and take your main belt off. All right, so you're gonna need a stubby socket for this. Sorry about the silver. I don't have a 24 millimeter impact socket, but with any luck, you'll be able to get this down in here and breaker free without wrecking the rad. I love when that works. Don't forget your washer in there. It could come and bop you in the face. But bolt looks good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the jaw puller configured. But one thing I like to do on anything that's threaded and under force like this, it's a tool that I need, and I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on here, right? Just like so, and keep those threads nice. I'm gonna do the same thing on my installer as well. So the way that this works is you're gonna select one of these rods, and that goes inside here. That's gonna press against the cam. thread this in. This pulls it off. So let's hop under the truck, see if we can get her to work for us. Okay, so we're all set up. I'm gonna be honest, I used quite a bit of heat on the balancer to get it moving, but she's freed up now. And I'm gonna be coming out of here any minute now. See, that's how much, just to give you a reference here, there's a lot of room there. Scoring there on the balancer. We're gonna have to check out. I don't like that. All right, I'm gonna put this down and get this off so I don't drop it on my face. All right, and for the seal removal, I think I'm just gonna be able to use this pick. If not, I have a tool. Maybe we should just go get that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get the seal removal tool. All right, so that's off and cleaned up. Gonna go ahead and install the new seal. All right, now to drive the seal, you're gonna need to get kind of creative. So I have this from my press, and I set it on there. It touches the outer edges, but doesn't hit the timing cover. And I'm gonna use a dead blow and just knock it until it's flush. All right, so there's the new seal. See how we're flush with the timing cover? You don't want to go any further. You could actually knock it back in further, which you do not want to do. Now, I want to turn the attention to this guy because I'm not super pumped about these witness marks on the harmonic balancer. I can kind of feel them. It does look worse on camera. I think I'm just going to clean it up and send it. All right, so at this point we have the pulley installer on, and actually I have a little extension there, so I have some more room to fit a wrench. So that's actually from my press kit. It's like a Harbor Freight ball joint press kit, but that rides on a thrust bearing, right? And you can use the socket for a while, but you're eventually going to run out of threads. So just get your wrench on here. There's enough room, and you can turn it in. And take your time. Stop, check stuff out, back it out. So make sure everything looks good before you start going to town and torquing on stuff.